Hello everyone. Now we are checking one Western Digital undetected hard drive, and this video will teach you how to repair this undetected Western Digital hard drive and then recover the lost data. Okay, now let's open the DFLWD firmware repair software. We can try to check what is happening with this patient Western Digital hard drive. We are power on this drive, and we can check if we click start and enter the software. And right now I can hear the unusual sounds and a little clicks, and then it spins up and then spins down, but now it's okay, it spins on. But here not any ID details can be read here, so if we try to enter the software we cannot detect. We can see here the drive ID is not detected. If users try to click the modules, okay, it's available. So we can read these modules here. But the drive is not detected. We can try to test the selected ID to test all the firmware modules and see if there is any firmware corruption. Okay, it seems all modules are okay. For these ones, we can try to generate the checksum and check and write. Because this cross means, this red cross means the checksum didn't parse. Okay, let's try again to repair all the checksum error and see if there is some changes. Check OK and click write. So it's the same for all other modules with this red cross. And then we check, click write. Okay, the last one with the red cross, and we can select all and then generate module checksum. Right. Now let's try to test these 4 failed modules and see. Now we can see that these 4 modules are checked also okay. Since the firmware modules are tested okay without issue, so how to repair this kind of failure? And we can try to write $1 ROM. $ROM, okay. Training U disk. This is $drive, $firmware we have found. Okay, this is $ROM. Let's write it. After we written this $ROM, we have written it successfully here. And now we need to disable 411, and then we can use the firmware restart. Because we need to write the firmware modules, so we need to re-enter the software. We can see this one, and we can try to know the RAM, know this module directory of the $module1. Okay, this is $firmware. Okay, $module01. Now we can see loading success. Now we can try to write the firmware modules. Write the $ROM firmware modules, new parts. Here is the modules. Let's check if it's in copy 0 or within modules. So under copy 0, this is a $firmware. So we need to select copy 0 here, click OK. Now let's click write. So we can see the software starts to write the $firmware. After writing, let's check what will happen after this $firmware write, and we will see if the firmware modules are written successfully. This $firmware has the same microcode to write. Because the pension drive is undetected, so we write this $ROM and $firmware modules to get this drive detected again, and say after we get this drive detected, and then we can try to write this original firmware modules to get this data arrow accessed. So this is the method. Now we just need to wait until the firmware modules are written successfully. Now we can see in log window, firmware modules write completes. Okay, now let's restart this firmware, and then we can enter the software. And we can try to write the original key modules back. Write modules, new parse, and we put the original key modules on the desktop. So desktop, original firmware, click OK. Now we just write this original key modules back. Click OK to write. Okay. Now because we have disabled this module 411, so we need to enable this module. Go to the ROM operations, enable 411, and then we restart this firmware again. Okay, now we can see the drive has been fully repaired and drive ID has been detected successfully, and we can go to the DFO DDP data recovery software to recover the lost data. File extraction. Okay, so we can see this is one 6 TB drive. The partition is 5.46 TB. Now we can see here are all the lost folders and files inside, so we can easily recover them, recover selected files or save file. So it's very easy now to recover the lost data. Thank you for watching the video.